艦長、ここには何の用だ?
Hello, my name is Teir and welcome back to my videos. It is almost the end of the battle pass, so I am going to go ahead and collect the battle pass and decide finally which partner I would like to choose. It has taken me a while. It is literally a day, maybe a few hours before the battle pass ends, and I have still not made up my mind which battle pass I am going for. So that is what I'm going to do in this video. I'm gonna choose my battle pass partner finally. I have been mulling over it for a very long time, and I finally have to stop being indecisive. I just have to go ahead and pick one, and that is what I am going to do, so I will quickly be right back. Okay, and so here I am. I have finally completed the purchase here. I don't really need the zero data, I just need the special data. I am doing pretty well for everything else. I have not finished the battle pass. I am at 64, as you can see. I am not really at the end, but what I really need from the battle pass is here, that card. But yeah, I'll probably get to 65 by the end. As you can see there, we have a day and 12 hours. I missed out on one of the 800s for the weekly last week because I was not feeling well. There was just so much to do, so I don't think I'll be getting to 70 this time, but maybe next time around. And yeah, this ticket, as you can see, I only have one day in which to use it. So I really do have to stop being indecisive, and I really have to just go ahead and pick one. I'm going to pick one today because I will definitely forget about it, and then I will not get it in the end. And yeah. Yes. Yes, please remind me. If I don't get it by the end of this period, I cannot use it. So we really do have to go ahead and choose a companion right now. I did say I was going to put it off until the next banner, but Yuki came along and I got really lucky with getting her companion, so it was not a problem. So now I just have to choose a companion that is best for my team, and I have already narrowed it down to these two. I do not even think I know how to say her name. Is it Sarithia? I will be calling her Sarithia. I think Sarithia is 100% a Luke, a Luke baby girl, but that's just my opinion. I really like the crit chance on that. It's really great. But my other contender here would be obviously Antia. These names. But if I was to choose her, it would mostly be because she has that creationism, doesn't she? She has that for the companions that create. And that would be really good for my Chiron, because Chiron is the one that does the creating of the cards. So I do like that, and I do like the fact that she has that 180% AoE with that one vulnerable. It's really good. It is just the fact that it's really hard to build Chiron. I don't know if anybody else apart from me is having problems building Chiron. I really love Chiron, but if you put Chiron next to Rinoa, he is not that great. And I understand it's because he is a completely different type of unit, but there is only one way to build him if you want to get him to be strictly for combat instead of for support. Solia is obviously perfect for Veronica. There is no doubt about that. I am not even sure about Aishien. I do not have a tank. I am not using a tank right now. I'm going to assume that she would be amazing because that 100% shield and that retain is amazing. It is. I just don't have a tank. I would be thinking about getting a tank. Yeah, but at the same time, it's really difficult to get the summons on normal to get to that point. Priscilla is also very good. All of these girls are really good actually. For the characters that I have, she is really good. She is really good. I have no problems with her active. I have no problems with her passive skills that she gives here. That HP is really, really good. I would have preferred it actually on a healer, but yeah, it really works out well. She really would give a lot for support in the dungeon. And of course, Nyx is good. She is okay for what she is, but it's between these two. It's between Sarita and Antia, and I'm leaning more. I am leaning more towards her actually. I just think that she would be very, very good for Luke. And I use Luke for farming a lot. It really is between these two, which is just because I love Chiron so much. But I think I will go for Sarithia because I also have Rinoa. And if my Rinoa goes ahead and gets her crit up at some point, I could always swap them. It is more worth it. And she is a little cutie. I like her. I like her. Her voice, everything. It's adorable. I want to pet her head. She is cute. So I will have no regrets. I will have no regrets here because I do have two characters. Even if the next one is a ranger, please do not be. Please give us a tank or something. The next banner, that would be nice. I would still be able to use her for my other characters, but here is my Luke. My Luke. I will be really sad. I will be really sad to get rid of Akkad because he is amazing with that crit. He really does help me a lot in tight spaces, and I like his voice, but we have to be practical. This is just a little bit better. It is just a little bit better because I have that crit all the time instead of just when I use the eco skill, so that is going to help. And obviously, without mentioning, this is Rinoa. I have Karate. It really helps when she creates her bullets. I really like Karate. I enjoy this. Putting this on before I use that rose skill. I shouldn't just call it a flower skill. It has a really, really pretentious name, doesn't it? Flower of devoured fate or something. It's really, really a great skill. It is an amazing skill. And yeah, of course, Luke has a lot of chances to crit just on his cards. If you go ahead and you get those cards correctly, you can add to the crit. So it all helps there. And I'm really trying to get more crit onto my Luke. As you can see, I really went for it when I went towards building him. He's not completed yet, but he does really, really well as he is here. The resources are a little bit tight for me because there are so many characters that I've already built. It would have been easier if I didn't build so much characters, but here we go anyway. This is my favorite data set for Luke. It is absolutely amazing for farming. You will not get a better farming set, I don't think. I have tried. This is absolutely amazing farming set. Of course, it would be, I could have gotten retrieve on the rapid fire, But I do use him with Renoa, so I really do not need that. I use all of his zero cost cards, and then I use Renoa for the cleanup, so it's really good. I will go ahead here and I'm going to get her up to 55. I'm going to do that really quickly, and the reason why I'm going to do it now is because I will forget. I will go into the dungeon and I will say, oh, why is she not working well? Oh yeah, I didn't level it. And I will come out of the dungeon at the end and I will completely forget. And I will go back into the dungeon again and I will go, why is she not working? Oh yes, I still forgot to level it. And that will happen at least 12 times before I get frustrated and just leave the dungeon halfway. So it's better to just do it right now. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to get her up to 55. I do need to do that for the growth guide, so it's not a problem. And this will be my third, because this is my third 5-star partner. I did of course get really lucky and I got 2 copies of West Macard. However, she seems very tailored. She seems very tailored just to Yuki, so I don't know. Her skill set is more just for Yuki. I don't have the the inclination to put it onto any other character. It just works with her. And yeah, I don't have any more for the drawing cards. As you can see, my look is just shy here. Yeah, it's just shy here of the 50% crit chance. It's just a shame. Just cannot seem to level a card that will give me enough crit chance. It's really crazy. Nothing seems to want to roll crit chance at all. That's just my luck. As soon as I do get a card for crit chance, it's going on there. It's going on him, no problem, because I really enjoy him critting. I'm really going to go into the crit damage soon, but yeah, I have to work on other characters as well. I'm really happy with his data set. Haru, I have not been playing with her as much at the moment. Veronica still needs a bit of work, a bit of fine-tuning. She works well. She does a lot of damage. My girl Renoa, do not even look at this data set. This data set is the best data set I have ever gotten. I cannot see myself changing this data set at all, ever. It is just simply amazing. I love it. I wish I could get it at a higher grade in the event, but I cannot seem to get these cards at all this way, and I really enjoy this Renoa Rampage. It is an amazing set. And here we go with my girl Yuki. This data set was really something to get. I was highly disappointed when it turned out, but I am also okay because now I have learned my lesson. I tried to get rid of the shield, but it took my other card instead, and I was really upset. But now I realize why it did that and how to change this. But this set is just amazing. It's an amazing set. I got really lucky on this go, and I was just like, what is happening? How am I so lucky with this set? This shield card I tried to get rid of, but it came right back and pushed out my other zero cost card, which was devastating for me. But hey, you live and you learn. And here is my boy Chiron. Oh my gosh, Chiron. I have really tried. I have really tried with Chiron, and this is the best I have gotten. It is really difficult to get the correct epiphanies. This is the epiphany that I need. Obviously, if you do not have this epiphany, you're just wasting time with Chiron. You really are. You really need this epiphany. And most of the time, I don't get the choice to get that epiphany, so this was really, really, really difficult to get for me. And then you also need to be able to exhaust the cards because he is more of a supporter, isn't he? He is more of a supporter than a straight damage dealer, even though you don't really want that with Chiron. So you have to know that it takes work to build him. He's not an attacker, he's not a ranger. But I think I did really well with this, especially when it hits with Renoa. It's really, really good. I am not disappointed. I wish I had gotten this on duplicate, but instead I got something better on duplicate. I got this card, and this really helps because we really need to exhaust these cards. We really do need to exhaust these cards, and I got 2 copies of it because that, when grouped with this card, is really good. But you know, you have to also have other cards from other characters mixed in, and it just helps him to work a little bit better with Renoa and a little bit better with Luke, so it's not a problem. I am really struggling to build Chiron. I have done about 50 runs with Chiron, and yeah, this is the best I've gotten. It really has been something. It really has been something. But I will continue to try. I have a vision. And that leads me to my girl here. Oh my gosh. I really am enjoying her. I am really enjoying her. Not every girl can be a Renoa, but she really does her job with this set. This set is really, really good. I really do enjoy all of this. I really do enjoy all of this. It's just a little bit of a shame on the weapon, but for the rest, it is really, really good. I picked up this set so I can use her with Renoa, and these cards just fell perfectly. I could not get a weapon. I traipsed the shop, but yeah, I couldn't. And that leads me into my one and only healer girl here, and this is my favorite set on her. This is my favorite set on her. I wish I could have removed that first attack. It just gets in the way, but I use it as a sacrifice. So it works out most of the time. This is a much better data set, but I could not, again, get a weapon. I couldn't get a weapon. I couldn't even get any gear. This was a really, really difficult. It was a really difficult run. I refreshed the shops to maximum, and I just got cards, and they were not cards for any of the characters that I had. They were just character cards for types that were not available. Of course, I can still use this when I use her with Luke. It's just a shame that it's not more universal, so I am sticking mostly to this one. It's a shame. But yes, getting the cards that you want and working for the other cards, that is just a part of the game. I am still really enjoying it. The next part of this video is going to be a bit long because I really have a few things to say. I have been seeing a lot of people talking about tier lists and about guides and about how to build, and I just want to say that's all nonsense. There is no correct way to build. There is no correct way to set up a character so that it always performs the way you want it to. There is just no way for doing that because you have to go through the dungeon and you have to beat RNG to get cards that you want. Now, if you look at somebody like Renoa, like I'm showing you here, she has this skill, and this skill is absolutely amazing. It's her ego skill. It can pull all of the bullets that you've made back into your hand. It can do a lot of damage if you have the follow-up card. Here, you have Chiron. Chiron does not start off with that amazing ego skill. That's not how Chiron starts off. because Chiron is not essentially a damage dealer, but you can go ahead and you can get him to be a damage dealer with a higher damage simply by going here to his 3. And you can see when you do that, all of those cards that have been stacking in your graveyard, you can go ahead and you can use those from your graveyard, so they don't even need to be in your hand. And that would make Chiron absolutely amazing, but he does not start off that amazing. So when you're making a tier list and you're going to say that this other character is really good, the amount of cards, the sheer amount of cards that Chiron can create just at a basic, and then it goes on to his ego skill, is outrageous. It's phenomenal. It's out there. If you want to get him to ego 3, go ahead and do that. Chiron is amazing. It's going to take me a while because I'm trying to collect other characters, but when people say, oh, there's a tier list and they put him wherever, they don't explain to you why they put him there. You can't just put characters willy-nilly wherever you want to on a tier list, because in a game like this they all change. And the cards that you get at the start, the ones that they show you in the ego scale, those are not all of the cards. Once you go in and you discover different types of epiphanies, once you take them into different chaos, you discover that all of those cards, they can change. So you can go here and you can check out what your character gets. Getting dupes, guys, is amazing. Getting dupes is actually pretty amazing in this game, and I do not see anything wrong with getting dupes. If you get a dupe, be happy. I think it was when I first got Haru that I went ahead and I said, yeah, I need to get dupes for her. I know exactly how I want to play her. If you don't understand how to play a character, just go in, look at their cards, and then look at the epiphanies. The epiphanies will show you what the cards can do. And then when you've figured out which cards you want to work with the team that you've got, because this exhaust is amazing. It's going to exhaust those cards at the end, and you have skills then that work off the exhaust. So you can then go ahead here and use this based on those cards that just naturally got exhausted, right? There is no problem with that. You have to go in and you have to see the skills you're working for. The skills that you are working for are the key here. You don't just want to go in and think, oh yeah, Go look at the epiphanies. Choose the correct epiphany that works with your team. These characters are not solo. You can't just put one character in and let that character do everything. The cards may not fall as you want. So for cards like this one that may not fall when you need it, you need to go ahead and aim for what you need. So if you're going to build Chiron and you want Chiron to do damage, if that's what you're building your Chiron for, and you're not building your Chiron for support, because you can build Chiron for support, he is not a damage dealer. You can go ahead here and you can build him with this unique skill that comes on as soon as you get into the game. So he's going to change all of those 1-card cards into damage cards. And if you get the right epiphany, which is a special epiphany, whether it's the gold one or the green one, you can go ahead then and you can get even more damage on these. Or if you're building him as a support, you can get more healing on those. There is nothing wrong with building your Chiron as another healer. He works really well, especially if you put those cards on exhaust and they're going. If you do not want to build another healer, you can go ahead and temporarily build a healing deck. And even when you think I'm pulling too many cards, you can still go ahead and pair him with Luke. Once your hand is full of cards, Luke can still use his ego skill. You're not losing out on anything. And once you got all of those cards in your deck, right, in your draw pile, in your discard pile, they're all attack cards with 1. So once you've gone ahead and you've used all of the other cards that you want to use, you can still go ahead and use those cards, whether you have duplicates at heal or on damage. And you also have people like, yeah, like here, I will show you what I'm trying to say with Rin. My Rin isn't the best. She isn't the best. But once you have put the cards on, remember these characters do not go into the dungeons alone. They go in as a set. You can go ahead, you can build your sets for void, you can go ahead, you can build your set just for attackers, you can go ahead and build it. But remember, right, unless the cards are specifically saying for your character or for this specific character, you go in, all of your health blends together, all of your damage blends together, all of those stats blend together. You are going in as a team. You're going in as a team, guys. All right, so let us go over here and I will show you. I am not the best at this, even though I've cleared the other one. I haven't quite cleared this one, but I'm on the 8th basin. I am not too worried about everything here. I am just not at that level yet. It's a day away. I'll probably get one more done here, but I'm not a big spender. I have not cleared everything. I do not have everything at a high level, but I do know that my team synergy is really, really good. When I don't pass something, it is just because my characters are not a high enough level. It's not because I haven't got a good strategy or a good team. My characters need to work together. They need to work together in a way that I don't need a handful of just this person's cards, and I don't need a handful of just that person's cards. Do these cards from these different characters work together? Can I change my Luke here into working really, really well with another character? And I find that Luke works absolutely amazingly with Rinoa. He does, because you can change the skills depending on the epiphany to work well with other characters. So here you go. You go in with Rinoa. You can go here, you get this card. It throws away all the other cards, and she's not the only one who does this. You can throw away all the other cards of another character, and once your hand is full of cards, you have 2 shots. Then you can go ahead, you can use Luke's ego skill, you can go ahead and you can use his other skills. The same thing with Chiron. You can also fill your whole hand with cards with Chiron, and then still go ahead, turn around and use Luke's special. Once your hand is full of cards, it does a lot of damage. They don't have to be his cards. You just have to think, okay, I have I have these 4 ego skills, and then I have these 2 ego skills. Whichever ego skill comes, will it work for me? Will it work for my team? Can I clear things easily if I have this? Rinoa, you can set it up, you can empty your hand, you can refill your hand, you can empty your hand again, and you can still refill your hand and then still use the extra AP you get and still turn around and use Luke's skill, and the boss is gone. You don't need to take out the boss in one go. You don't need to do all the damage in one go. Look at this card. This card starts off just with bullets, but if you go ahead and you get the right epiphany, it turns into just attack card. And if you have lined this up with Rinoa, and Rinoa has all of her bullets, and then she can go ahead and she can use her upgrade card right after you've used this card of Luke, right? Then you have 8 bullets in your hand, and you're devastating the boss. The boss is down. The boss is gone bye-bye. You don't need to see the boss. And then you can still turn around, use Rinoa's ego skill, fill your hand again, and just let all those bullets fly. You're done here. I see people picking and choosing. You don't want to use this, you don't want to upgrade here, you don't want to upgrade there. Do not follow this because they don't know you, they don't know how you're playing, they don't know your team composition. You are not a 1 character army. I do not just go ahead and then 1, then 10, then whatever they're telling you to do, because you have to find the correct synergy for the card that you've got. If you're doing run after run and you're not getting the cards that they're telling you to get, right? They're telling you that you need those specific cards, because when they show you how to build your potentials. They must tell you which cards you need to then get. So what are you doing? You're then following a tutorial. Go in there, look at the characters that you have, come here into this, into the card generator, because once you get to the shop, you can buy these. You can buy these for your character. You want these cards. You want these cards on the character that you're going to use as your defender. You don't have to follow a specific build. You can build any character to do whatever you need it to do by buying different cards. And it's not as hard as that. It's not as hard as everybody's gonna tell you it is. It is not as hard to do that. You want the skills that are going to benefit you. You also want the cards that are going to benefit you, right? You do not want to have just cards that exhausted. For example, look at this card. Look at it. You can go ahead and put this on Mika, and Mika will do damage. I know I see a lot of people complaining about Mika's skills, but this is an option. You can go ahead and you can change that first card of Mika's into that. Perfect. I have so many of these cards. These are zero cost shield cards. You can turn your damage dealers or your supporters into shielders. You don't have to pull a shielder to do that. You just have to set up your deck with the correct cards. You have enough ego skills. You know how you're playing. You know the weaknesses of your characters that you have. Go ahead, build your deck for yourself. Do not follow these guides. I have seen so many quote unquote tier lists. They are absolutely rubbish. If you have not read your cards for yourself and you're relying on somebody else to read these cards for you and tell you how to play, then you've already gone far, far beyond. I have an amazing deck here with my girl. As you can see, this is the deck that I use. She is absolutely amazing. She provides shield, she provides AP. She's not just there to deal damage. She has to go in and she has to support. Why? Because I have one healer. I need other people to provide AP. I need other people. The game gives you the option to build every character to do everything. Why are you listening to someone who's telling you how to build your deck? You don't need that. You do not need such a person. You do not need that. Just read the cards, and as you use your characters, you will get more and more varied and more different epiphanies. Does it work well with this team? Do not listen to people who tell you this is the best person to use this character with, this is the best person. No, because unless you're talking about purely before epiphany, before leveling up, they cannot possibly know what upgrades you have, what you have. No, they're not sitting there holding your hand as you play the game. And here is where I'm going to tell you again, I absolutely had to put 2 Awakening right here into my girl Haru, because that makes Haru amazing. It makes Haru amazing. Haru does not need AP then to do what she's got to do. And this is where you have to read carefully, because if you go ahead in here after you get the skill and you choose this one, yeah, it's amazing, it's perfect, it's beautiful, but it's not going to work with that ego skill. You need one of these that says plus 90, because you will always have that plus 90 damage, and that will always come even at zero cost. Even if you have no AP left in your hand, she will, even at the base, still deal 50% damage. That is just how great she is at 0 cost. And that card can come back to your hand over and over again. Mark them with Luke, and let Haru go off on all of the 0 AP. She can hit that boss like 5 times with 0 if you've set up your deck correctly, right? This anchor shot, accompanied by its corresponding card, it is amazing. These are all amazing skills. You want to make sure that you've got it up to max 5. See here, it says max 5. Once you've used this card 5 times, which you can very easily, because I'm telling you, it's zero cost. It is zero cost. You can use it for zero cost. If Haru is at that T2, then you could just go ahead and you could put retrieve on this card. Once you have put retrieve on this card, it will come back. It will come back to your hand. And once it comes back, that's already 3 times. You've already used that card 3 times in one go. You've already, because this is also a zero cost card. Haru is just that amazing, right? She is just that amazing. And as you can see here, this is just one of the builds I have on her. This one didn't turn out to have the retrieve, but I have so many different builds because this one's built a little bit differently. But let me just quickly show you. This is my Haru that is built for defense. And yeah, everything here, look, retrieve ×2. And the only bad side is that I didn't get the anchor shot 2, because if I'd have gotten 2 of these anchor shots, it would have been even more amazing. I absolutely love this deck. I do love this deck. Here, this one did not turn out quite as I wanted it to. I did not get any duplicates for this deck, or else it would have been really, really good too. And then we have this one. I also did not get specifically the epiphanies that I wanted, but I did get the retrieve on this. And this also, I didn't get the upgrade, but I do use this deck for just grabbing more AP. She works really well as a supporter here, and of course I then use her other cards for fuel for my Rinoa. It's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. You just have to realize what your character does, and then how can I build other characters around that character. I do have a different deck depending on who I am pairing her with. I'm not going to lie to you. The same deck cannot work with different characters. If I need to use her with Mika, this deck wouldn't work. This deck wouldn't work with Mika, because then I don't get to see any damage, you know. If I use this specific deck, this one that's on screen now, if I use this with Mika, I cannot use this with Mika. It just won't work. It just won't work, even though it says it's the high stats. Remember, you have to go ahead and make a team that works well together, and this one is absolutely amazing. It's a lot less, as you can see, but the amount of times it has retrieve on there. And imagine this, when I have a handful of Rinoa cards, Rinoa bullets, I can just go ahead, right, and I can throw those away. And on top of that, Rinoa's bullets will actually attack the boss. You can go ahead then, use Rinoa's special, bring all those bullets back into your hand, and then you can go ahead. And remember, this is on a revive, so it's also coming back to your hand. You can go ahead then, get anchor shot back into your hand, and do that all over again. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. You have to think, how do I use these characters together? Do not let someone again tell you this is a specific way to play. The characters are not standalone characters. They do not work just by themselves. You will be very rarely, very, very lucky to just get a hand that only has the same character in there. So please look at the cards that you want. Look at the upgrades that you personally need. Do not just blindly follow somebody's tier list or guide. You may never get those epiphanies that they have, or that deck that they have, and they probably will never show you what deck they are using with that specific potential build that they have. And
艦長、
like I wanted
ここに
to
は何の用
just
だ？
finish this off by saying, do not sleep on the cards that you get from the shop. Go ahead and use them because they're very useful if you want to do really quick battles like the growth here. If you are short on gold, which I often am, you can just go in here and it's really easy. You just go in here and you just, use this twice and you're done out of here. You can go ahead and find gold really easily if you have gotten your teams ready. Remember, you can have as many decks as you want right now. I have not reached my deck limit. I occasionally go in there and clear them out for gold. And if you are having the thought that you need a deck just for hyperspace and for a specific character, you can still go ahead and have a farming team. Here I am. This is my farming team. I use Rinoa, Luke, and Mika. They are the perfect farming team. Why did I not clear this? I probably didn't need to. Because I got lucky and got everything that I needed really early here. So that's why this is at 8. Let me just... Yeah, because I just have Luke. And I have, Yuki. And those are my only green units that I'm using. What does Yuki have here? Yeah, perfect. See, they're all done. And I got really lucky. That's what happened there. That's why I didn't need to clear it. But if you have gone ahead and you have gotten everything you need for hyperspace, just go ahead and build your deck for farming. Here, if I was so inclined, I would have definitely gotten her to here. And this is what I'm trying to say. If you go ahead and you get her to 2, you don't have to worry about the inspirations for the first 2 turns. You can go ahead and just go wild with Yuki. I already have Haru and I already have Luke. And with that, I could already just go in and the first 2 waves are already taken care of. I don't need this specific skill. But if you don't have a high ego Haru and you don't have a high crit rate Luke, then yes, of course get this, because it just makes Yuki devastating. She'll just go in, she can just use her skills if you get them, but that is again if you get her skills in time. If you have the cards in your hand to do that max damage, I don't want that. It's a bit of a risk for me. There's no guarantee that I will get in the right Yuki cards in the first 2. They could all be at the bottom of the deck. That's not for me. I don't like risk. I'm a safe player. If you have better luck than me and you can get this card, then go ahead and get this card, right? You do not want the other ones. You want the retain and the retrieve if possible. That is your golden chance. If you've gotten it, then you're good. But you do not want this. Because this is only one use, and then you have to wait for it to cycle all the way back through unless you can pull it again. No, that's not it. If you have this, it's already at the base, it's fine. Read through, check what epiphanies you need, and remember there'll always be special epiphanies that will push these even further. That will give you an extra draw, an extra AP. You want those. You do want those. Do not let people tell you exactly how to build your deck and what potentials you need. Go by what cards you want, which will work better with your team and how you're going to do it. If you know you're going to be using a lot of low cost cards, make sure you have the right gear on that supports your unit. And that's it. This video is getting a little bit long, so forget about tier lists. Just go ahead, have fun, collect cards, build your deck, and I will see you guys again soon in another video. Yeah.